All right, everybody, welcome back for another deep dive. You guys know how this works. You send us the sources.
And we take a look.
Here's a good look at them. And today,
Today.
we're going to be looking at vintage posters.
Specifically.
Specifically, these real faux vintage posters.
Real faux vintage posters.
It's from excerpts from a PDF.
Okay.
All about vintage posters. So let's jump into it.
Right.
So this is about a creator.
Right.
And they're connected to this place.
Okay.
Called Tzoumaz.
Tzoumaz.
Which is in Switzerland.
Beautiful.
Yeah, Switzerland. And it seems like they've done a lot of work about this area, like a labeled panorama and calendars.
Oh, wow.
And even a photo book called Mein Wallace, Mon Valet, My Valet.
That's a good title.
Yeah, it sounds pretty cool. And if you guys want to check that out, you can go to their website.
Okay.
It's www.yourpanorama.ch.
All right. I'm writing that down.
Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, so they talk about how a lot of the luxury chalets in Valais are decorated with vintage posters.
Makes sense.
Right, like it's a very
theme.
Yeah, very like classic and fits the vibe. But here's the thing. Tzoumaz is actually a relatively new resort.
Oh.
Like it only officially got that name in 2005.
Interesting.
Yeah. So before that, it was called Mayandaridis.
Mandarins.
Which I guess they thought was a little too, I don't know, provincial.
Maybe a little less.
Yeah, maybe. So they changed it to Tzoumaz.
Interesting.
So how do you have vintage posters for a place
that's so new
that didn't exist during the vintage poster era?
Yeah, that's a good point. Vintage posters typically come from like the first half of the 20th century.
Yeah.
So that would make it pretty difficult.
Yeah, like way before 2005. So that's where these real faux vintage posters come in.
Okay, I like that.
The real faux.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
So what they do is they basically design posters for Tzoumaz, inspired by the vintage posters you see in other places.
Right.
So they're taking inspiration, but they're making it specific.
Exactly. Yeah. It's not just like slapping an old date on something.
Right.
It's like, really? Thinking about how they would have made a poster back then.
Oh, wow.
And get this. They were just doing this for themselves at first, like just decorating their own chalet.
Okay.
And then their friends were like, hey, I want one of those. And they're like, oof. Maybe I should sell these.
Smart.
Yeah. So now you can actually buy them on their website.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Underwall art/posters.
Oh, okay.
So I guess the target audience is anyone who has a place in Tzoumaz.
Right.
Or wants to like, have that vintage look in their home.
A little bit of that Swiss charm.
Exactly. It's cool. I was just thinking, I was just at a ski resort.
Oh.
And I was looking at all their vintage posters.
Yeah.
And I never really thought about how a newer resort would do that. Capture that.
Yeah. But this is a cool solution. Yeah. I think it's very clever. It's very creative. And also, like you said, a good business idea.
Yeah. So I don't know. This got me thinking, what about other things? Could you do this real faux vintage thing for others? Products or ideas or whatever. What would you make?
I don't know.
Something to think about. Anyway, if you guys want to check out these posters, you can go to www.yourpanorama.ch. That is all for today.
Another deep dive complete.
See you next time.
Bye.